Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the first possession of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Trying to get to him. The sure hands, it's Allen.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On second down, wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. So Kansas offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. They'll try the outside to the left. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
I think the offense was hoping the defense would be expecting inside runs, so they toss it trying to use the speed to get to the outside, but the defense didn't bite. They were there to make a negative play and now set up fourth down.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Dances away from the heat. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Fires deep on the run. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Kansas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Dialing up a second down pass play. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Nelson. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moving away from pressure. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fights off the defender. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it to the right side. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He felt the heat. Tried. Down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of it.
He uncorks 1 deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
At the 45 on its way. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Slings it. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hall. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. The Kansas offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously
to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It'll be a draw. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. 3rd down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, and they convert to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Snapped it in the shotgun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hall. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on the spot. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Give to the running back. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On the run, it's Stewart. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire, right?
How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Sweet feet on the move. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Myers on the move. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Just goes right through the wicket. Brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He finds his man. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Cornhuskers in the hurry-up.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for the big play. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Lets it fly. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Buys a little time. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Intercepted by Nebraska. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Offense in an empty set. Quarterback will audible. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He looks that one in nicely. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires left. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. He's got the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking for a man, it's Ballard. Shoots it to the left. He makes a grab. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
He fires one deep over the middle. And he's got it at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functional.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. On second down, just keeps firing. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. Floating away. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Dances away to buy time. Trying to get rid of it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's looking for an open man on second down. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Winning can become a